Hello, brothers. How is everyone doing? It's your dude, International Passport. I'm here again for yet another classic live stream. I want to say a huge shout out to my old subscribers for supporting the channel over the years. And welcome aboard to my new subscribers for joining a very powerful movement called the International Passport Movement, where I encourage brothers to invest in stocks, crypto, travel to get your dime foreign woman, and look after yourself and put yourself first as a black man. Um, Again, brothers, when you come in, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the super chat, and of course, cash up to support the channel. In this live stream, I have a very special guest here with me called Jackie Jack. We've seen her before, and we thought she's a very great woman. We love her ideas and opinions and her thought process. So I brought her on again, and we'll be having Jackie a lot more on my channel. Jackie, before we go into the live stream topic, do you want to introduce yourself to the panel, Jackie? Who you are, where you're from in America, what you do? Break it down for us, Jackie.
Hi, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, in America. Um, I have an online business, so I work for myself. That's what I do.
Okay, nice one, Jackie. And what does your online business entail, Jackie?
I'm a reseller on eBay and Amazon.
Fantastic. We love hearing that, Jackie. So in this live stream, we're going to talk about what are black women's thoughts, regarding black men apparently not protecting black women. It started off with the whole Megan Thee Stallion getting shot by apparently Tory Lanez, and
hmm
it's blown up. It's blown up since then. It's come from America to the UK. Um, so let's break it down even further, Jackie. Jackie, in America, do you believe that black men are not protecting black women? And what do they even mean by that, to be honest? Speak on that, Jackie.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. At first, I didn't understand it. I was just like, "What do you mean they're not protecting you?" I didn't get it. And last time we kind of touched on this a little bit, but after the show, I kind of listened to different panels and men in the manosphere to like I honed in on them talking about the protection part. And then what's something that stood out to me was one of the content creators said that black women think they're not protected because they're the least married women out of everybody.
Mm,
And women who are coupled up or married are always protected by their men.
mm.
So if you don't have a man, then you're gonna feel like you're not protected.
Oh, damn. Jackie, that's a good point there, Jackie. Brothers, put one in the chat if you agree with Jackie's statement there, because I have my own opinion, and that's a good point there, Jackie. But carry on, Jackie. I like your points there so far. Break it down for us, sister.
But yeah, so I was like, I thought about it. I mean, I had the light bulb moment too, and I was like, he is right. Maybe that's why they don't feel protected is because they don't have a man. They just it you just get a sense of security and stability when you're in a relationship with a man, and you're not gonna have these feelings about like not being protected. And you're not gonna jump on the bandwagon of people talking about black women are not protected because you're gonna look at them like, what? I feel safe. So I think they just don't feel safe because they don't have a man.
Damn. Whoa, Jackie, actually breaking it down in that way, that's a very good point. Now, I want to say my point. It may be controversial, but I don't care. This is my channel. The reason why black women allegedly, apparently feel like they're unprotected is because, in my opinion, they date the worst men in our community, Jackie. A lot of sisters are attracted to Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, the thugs, the weed smelling idiots, the black on black crime promoting rappers. And these are the worst black men in our community. So you can't be surprised when they're out there gangbanging, harming other black men, and then their harm is coming to your doorstep, and a bunch of dudes run through your apartment and start threatening you, and no black man is there to save you. Now, that could have been avoided if you dated the right black man, if you dated a black lawyer, a black doctor, a black engineer. in my opinion, it all boils down to dating preferences. Now let's take it back to Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, right? If you follow Tory Lanez's career, you know he's not the clean cut black dude. He's not a lawyer. He's not a doctor. He's a goddamn rapper, right? Raps about all these hoes, jewelry, harming other black men, being a gangster. So Megan made that voluntary choice to date a man like him. And if he did shoot her, that's on her, you know? Why are you dating men like that in the first place? Right? Again, it all boils down to personal responsibility. Jackie, what's your thoughts about that?
About the Megan situation.
About BWs in our community dating the wrong men every goddamn day.
Well, see, my I have a kind of like a different perspective on them dating the wrong guys because I've noticed that these women, when they date certain type of men, those men enable them to have this like destructive mentality. So if they're getting in fights with other women or they're getting altercations with other men, these men that they're in relationships with, they back them up. They threaten these other men, even if their girl disrespected this other man. They back them up, and they're crazy. There's dysfunction. So there is a percentage of women that date men that put them in harm's way. Yes, but they also put themselves in harm's way, and those men back them up.
Mm. Oh, I don't know, brothers. Put a one in the chat if you agree with her. Put a two in the chat if you disagree with her. Because Jackie, that point there, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Jackie.
Okay.
Again, we're not for some reason, right? In our community, black women shy away from personal responsibility. That's why I hate seeing now. How is it black men's fault that we're enabling these women? In the first instance, right? Black women are the one choosing these men to date. They
Right.
know how men act. They know these men wear their pants below their boxers, out there wearing jewelry, out there rapping about killing other black men, out there being a goddamn thug, and you choose to voluntarily date him. So you can't be expected if he's egging you on to harm other women or harm other black men. Again, you chose to date that man in the first place. Why not date the local doctor, the local engineer, the local truck driver? There's plenty of white collar working and blue collar working black men for these women to date. But every time it's Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, all these goddamn thugs, and it all goes wrong. And when ish hits the fan, oh, there's no black men to protect me. There's no black men to protect me. Speak on that, Jackie. God damn.
Right, right. No, that's what I'm like. It's a double-edged sword.
Mm,
You you get with somebody that puts you in a compromising position from the start, and they will go to bat for you when you get yourself in compromising position. So these I guess Pookies and Ray Rays are putting them in compromising positions, but they're also enabling them. So
mm,
they're getting with guys that just don't have standards. So their standards is they're not gonna be doing upstanding things to make money or be productive and
mm,
provide for their family. They're also gonna, excuse my language, they're also gonna engage with um female fuckery. They're just going to. They engage with
man the
them.
language, Jackie. Man the language.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, they're gonna engage in their BS.
Mm,
They egg it on. Like, have you seen sometimes women will go and have an altercation with someone and then say, "Well, I'm gonna go call my brothers, or I'm gonna
mm,
go get my man," and he
mm,
comes down there. He don't even know what's going on,
mm,
but he just sticks up for her just because she said someone's bothering her.
mm. That's a good point, Jackie. I've got a couple of super chats, Jackie. I wanna touch on your point even further. Shout out to Thomas Demihin, right, the brother, the legendary brother, for the £1.79 super chat. Much appreciated, bro. He says accountability is kryptonite to Western BWs. That's a fact, especially UK BWs. They have no accountability whatsoever. Shout out to you, Thomas. Um, hmm. Shout out to Mikhail Pace for the $5 super chat. Thugs and gangsters have no standards for BW. Freedom to make bad choices. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, Mikhail Pace. Thank you, bro, for supporting the channel. Much appreciated, bro. So, Jackie, Jackie, the reason why I'm so passionate about this topic is because when you, as a normal black man, right, you go about your day normally, and you see things like this, and other groups of men and women see how dysfunctional our community is. Show me the last campaign, Jackie, of an Asian woman saying that she feels unprotected by Asian men. Jackie, show me a Middle Eastern woman saying that she feels unprotected by Middle Eastern men, right? Show me a white woman saying that, or an Indian woman saying that in America. You won't see that, Jackie. But every time I put on the TV, there's some sort of attacks towards black men. It's it's we're not protecting black women. We're not doing this. And when you say we're not protecting our own women, it makes us look weak. Don't you agree, Jackie?
Yeah, I mean it's shaming tactics. It's it's really yeah, it's really so they don't have to take accountability for their actions or the situations they put themselves in. So instead of taking responsibility for that, why don't you just blame it on the the collective of black men?
Mm,
Like they're all supposed to know you, be in this area to protect you and all of this stuff. Like they you're not their responsibility. You're not under their leadership. Like, why are they out here just protecting random women?
facts. And can someone please take timestamps? I would greatly appreciate it. And can the timestamps you take please be broken down very specifically as to what we discuss in particular minutes? I would greatly appreciate that. I also dropped the video yesterday regarding Black Men Need to Be Hercules on my channel. I removed that disgusting part. So can someone please take timestamps on that video as well and post it in? So great point, Jackie. Great point. And I also want to touch on this point as well. Um, I want to harp on that when women in our community say things like that, and when I turn on the TV and I see mainstream media outlets, Jackie, New York Times, LA Times, CNN, right? All these big corporations that work in the media pushing Megan's point that black men are not protecting black women. What's the agenda behind that, Jackie? Because to me, it's a lot more sinister. To me, it's making black men look weak, look bad, look like animals, look like mischievous beings. Don't you agree, Jackie? Because why on earth are mainstream media, agreeing with her? Again, attacks against black men constantly. Break it down for us, Jackie.
Well, I mean, I definitely think it's mischievous because I don't know if you ever heard the phrase. I'm probably gonna butcher it, but the phrase of black men are uh the white men of black people.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yep.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
it's 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 a tactic to be they want to be the most oppressed. So it's like even they're separating themselves from black men so they can be even more oppressed.
mm, hmm. Jackie, that's a good point there, Jackie. In terms of them wanting to separate from black men, in terms of trying to paint black men as the new oppressors. In
Hmm.
fact, Jackie, right, I remember a couple of years ago when that topic came out. It was an article, right? It says that black men are the white men of the black community. When I read the article, I was thinking that's a load of BS. But again, there's been an agenda, right, to paint black men as the new oppressors, as the bad guys. It's
Right,
not
right.
white people anymore. It's not Arabs. It's not Asians. It's black men specifically. And BWs are very smart in trying to egg them on, trying to move away from black men and form their own community that, oh, we're separate from black men, although we're black, we're not a part of black men. Don't you agree, Jackie?
Right. They're trying to separate themselves. It's to get benefits, it's to get sympathy, all of that stuff. If you separate yourself from your man, you're gonna look even more weak.
Mm. And you get more benefits.
Yeah.
You know, the liberal media, liberal establishment. Oh, they've got no one protecting them. They're in harm's way. How can we give
Right, exactly.
resources? And Jackie, guess what? 2021. What bank gave BWs in America? Was it $20 billion for business?
I think it
Do you
was
remember that?
10 billion Goldman Sachs. Yeah,
Yep,
10 billion. Yeah.
brothers. It's an agenda. You know, brothers. Yep, it's straight black men or the white men of the black community. That was it. Straight black
Oh,
men.
straight. Yeah, I knew I was gonna butcher it. I knew there was like another little part of it
That was it.
to, but yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
It's funny how from that time, from straight black men or the white men of the black community to black men aren't protecting black women to in 2021 Goldman Sachs give black women $10 billion and nothing for black men.
Right.
Not even $1 for black men. And brothers, are we crazy here, brothers? You know, put one in the chat if you agree with what me and Jackie are saying right now, because we're gonna break it down in this live stream, and we got the game, the points right here. So, Jackie, so assuming that we don't protect BWs, so imagine in a perfect world, yeah, we don't protect them. What can black men do to protect BWs?
Ugh. I, I mean, not gonna like what I'm gonna say. I say the only way you can protect them is to hold them accountable.
Mm.
You just have to stay on their neck. Like you have to constantly be on, uh, just calling out all the crazy stuff they're saying because you have to protect them from themselves. It's not about protecting them from other black men. It's protecting them from themselves. That's the only way.
Oh, so Jackie, are you saying that everything all boils down to BWs? It's all their fault. It's the fact that they can't they can't control themselves. They have no um, they need someone to guide them. They need someone to tell them what to do. But
Right.
Jackie, right? That goes against the whole topic of feminism because a lot of BWs in America have adopted feminism. So
Mm-hmm.
what is it, Jackie? It can't be 50-50. It's either 100% one way. What way are BWs going to pick? Are they going to let them? Are they going to humble themselves and be like, yeah, we need a black man to lead us, or are they going to continue adopting feminism? I'm an independent, strong woman. I don't need no man. What's the future looking like for that, Jackie?
I mean, if it keeps going in the same direction, they really don't have an incentive to humble themselves. I mean, there's no incentive. You're constantly they're constantly talking about uh black girl magic, empowerment, all that stuff, which is fine. But you get so much praise for doing it alone. Just so much praise. It's so many benefits to doing it alone. Like government benefits, accolades, all of this stuff. So there's no incentive to humble yourself.
Damn, damn, wow. I'm kind of speechless here because I wasn't expecting the answer from you, Jackie. No, they need protecting against themselves. 2021, can you believe it? A statement like that? That's how bad it is in our community. Grown women acting like a bunch of children. And am I right here, Jackie? I'm not wrong, right? If you're a grown woman and you like a particular type of man that has no benefit to your life, you like thugs, you like bad boys. To me, only a young girl thinks like that. By the time you reach
Right,
21
right,
and 22, that kind of mentality should be purged from your mind. But we got women that are 30, 40s, even 50s going after the bad boys in our community. Don't you
right,
agree, Jack?
right. They're getting impregnated in their 30s by the bad boys. It's just it's very odd. But I mean, I think it's just come down to a point of they don't really value men. it's all about, power. How can I do it my way? So I mean, if you don't value a man's input in your life, then of course you're just gonna go with the easiest man you can get with, the one that don't really have no standards for you.
Mm, yep. Um, this is crazy. Hold on, Jackie. Brothers, the likes are a bit too low. I don't want to start singing, um, and to get the likes up. Please get the likes up to at least 35. We got over 40 people watching, but the likes are supremely low. So brothers, please get the likes up to 35 minimum before I continue the stream, or I'll start singing. I will start singing. I've got a song right now. I want to sing. I've been listening to it all day. It's an old tune. 35 likes, brothers. Let's get the likes up. In the meantime, brothers, support the channel through the Cash App. Support the channel through the Super Chat. It will be greatly appreciated. We've got 2 streams back to back tonight.
Oh,
So after this
really?
stream,
Wow.
yeah, after this stream, we got one about Brazil.
Okay.
After, so that should be great for brothers, and that's gonna be a great stream, man. Japan and Brazil. Um, Ain't no way I'm singing Cardi B. God forbid. So, brothers, okay, let's carry on, Jackie.
Yes.
So, Jackie, right?
Uh-huh.
This this growing sentiment of us apparently not protecting black women is, in my opinion, destructive. Is, in my opinion, very harmful towards black men. Because again, it makes us look weak in the world stage. It makes us look powerless, and again, so much attacks from women in our own community against us that other men don't deal with. White men aren't dealing with this. Latino men are not dealing with this. Asian men are not dealing with this. Why are black men constantly dealing from attacks from black women over the past decade or so? Speak on it, Jackie. What's the root cause of this?
The root cause of like um muddying up and dirtying up black men's image, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, from BWs, yeah, from the talk shows, from um, statements like "black men don't protect black women," all that nonsense. Break it down for us, Jackie. 'Cause I have my own opinion.
Right, because I think it's like it's a lot of components to it. Be and if, like I said before, one of the components is like you get praised for doing it. Like you get championed to talk trash about black men all the time. So I mean,
Mm,
that's one of the reasons. But the underlying reason, it's probably very complicated. Probably has a lot to do with uh, black people's dynamic in America. Um, it's it's upbringing. So like continuing the cycle of trashing black men, and so I can't really pinpoint like exactly how we got here, because I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure someone else knows exactly how we got here. But I know like right now it's being perpetuated because you get you get so much praise for it and not really any pushback, and then the pushback you get is from like a small group of black men, and a small group of black men, and then they also have other black men on their side
mm,
helping them out. So when the small group of black men say this is not right, what they're saying is not accurate. People are like, "Are you sure? Because we have black men over here agreeing with us. So are you sure that these things are not accurate?"
mm, mm. But good point there, Jackie. Other black men being simps, having no backbone, agreeing with everything BW say, even though they may disagree with it, but they want to smash. Obviously, the simps
Right.
do anything just to smash. It's very sad to see. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this topic is because it affects the image of the black man. Now, brothers, let me break this down even simpler, right? You know, you meet a foreign chick, you're a black American man, you meet an African lady or an Asian lady, right? And then they constantly see that you as a black American man are not protecting black American women in your community. Your first woman that you ever deal with when you're brought to this world. So she'll be thinking, if you can't protect the woman in your own community, how can you protect me as an African woman, as an Asian woman? Hmm. Are you brothers thinking about that? Are you brothers breaking down that statement there? You know, that's why image is so important. If you appear weak, if you can't protect the bare minimum of individuals in your community, how will other communities view you? How will other foreign women view you? Brothers aren't thinking this deep. Brothers, you're not thinking as deep as me. Why do you think I harp on so much about image, 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 image? Damn it. Isn't that right, Jackie?
Right. And it really is, you have to counteract all the craziness. You have
Hmm.
to constantly be putting out content and information that counters all of that because they have more power behind them, more money behind them. So you gotta go like an overdrive to dispel all the myths.
Yep. There's a lot of black female YouTubers that I've come across recently, and the amount of views that they get, the amount of comments that agree with that particular individual, it's making me sick. I'm thinking, wow, that's a whole lot of black women that agree with this insidious videos that is being pushed by certain BWs on YouTube. That's why it's my job, it's other brothers' job to counteract that negative image. YouTube is for everyone to see. Not only black people watch YouTube, white people, Asian people,
Right.
Latino people. And when they see that our own women are constantly ishing on us, it's not a good look, brothers. Because I've not come across not even one video of an Asian woman ishing on Asian men, of a Latina woman ishing on Latino men, even white women. It may be there, but they don't get a lot of views. But the ones that get a lot of views, that from what I see, are when BWs literally trash talk black men, and I'm
Right.
sick of it. Ain't that right, Jackie?
Right. Right. I mean, there's some black women on YouTube that are talking about getting rid of black baby boys. I don't want to say the word,
Mm.
but yeah, before they're even born. So, and they still got viewers, and that's just extreme. And you hear someone say that out of their mouth, and you still follow them.
Damn. There you go. Hold on, Jackie. Shout out to Pat Do It for the $99 super sticker. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Again, in my opinion, the root cause of everything is bad choices, lack of accountability amongst BWs in the black community, not only in America but in the UK too. You know, in my opinion, this is going to be a very controversial statement, brothers and sisters. Shaming and making people look bad needs to come back in our community. So if that sister who's a lawyer is walking around with a puke and a ray ray, call that ish out. You'd be like, sister, why the flip are you with a brother like that? You know, shame them. Shame, shame, shame. Shame all the strippers, shame the twerkers, shame the trash talking BWs. Shaming needs to come back in our own community. Don't you agree, Jackie?
Yeah, I definitely agree. And a lot of like the women that you see that's messing around with these, I guess, lesser men, they know it's wrong because they're hiding it. It's not like they are display putting their pookie on display. They're doing a lot of this stuff in the background, and they don't really tell. They'll tell like their closest friend, like girlfriend or something, like what's going on. But most people don't even know they're dealing with these people until they pop up with a baby one day.
Mm. Yeah, that's yeah. Happens here in the UK, Jackie, as well. You never think that this female black doctor was dating some Pookie and a Ray Ray until she gets pregnant and he comes around and he's like, "What the flip? Who's this guy?" You know,
Right.
he's wearing his trousers below his boxers. He's trash talking, harming about other black men. He wants to be a rapper. He smokes weed. He's clearly a thug. Why on earth are you dealing with a man like that, sister? Again, for some reason, that kind of man excites them.
Mm-hmm.
If something like that excites you, you are very immature, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I grew up hearing about how women are more mature than men, blah blah blah. I don't believe so, in my opinion, based on the day and choices that a lot of women make, not only in our community but around the world. Loving bad boys, that it makes them feel good. That's a very immature mindset to have when you're over 20, in my opinion. When you're 21, that mindset should be purged out of your mind, in my opinion. It's crazy. So Jackie, it's been a great discussion. I want to open up the phone lines in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Uh, do you have anything to add to this topic? You know, regarding black men not protecting black women.
Um, I mean, my how I feel about it is the whole thing is I think it really comes down to a lot of black women are just struggling in relationships. They don't have a man. They're not married. They're not really in committed, stable relationships, and that's the reason why they feel like they're not protected. It's really just a feeling because it's not like crimes against black women is like getting out of control or something. It's really a feeling. It's because you don't have a man there to make you feel safe.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Is the reason why BWs don't have men in our community due to the fact that they spend their younger years sleeping around, being hoes, being sluts, being harlots, or is it an attitude problem? Speak on that, Jackie. What's the
It's
reason
more.
why?
It's I hate to say this because I'm really a person that's like you shouldn't be building up a whole bunch of bodies, but it's really weight and attitude. Like
Damn.
it's really the appearance and the attitude that it comes down to. So like the weight, the all the weaves and all that extra stuff, it comes down to that, and the attitude is just terrible. And we as black women know how awful black women's attitudes are because we have to deal with each other, so we already know how it is.
Jackie, I'm gonna hold up on open up the phone lines. I want to break down the way and attitude points you brought up here. What's happening in America? Can you tell me what's happening in America personally? Because the stats are showing that uh, over a certain amount of percentage of BWs are overweight. Is that true? Is there a large population of overweight BWs in America, Jackie? In your community, from what you see, is that a pandemic in our community, sister?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is because from what I can see, I remember when I was in college, which was only like a few years ago, like 11 years ago. Everybody, almost everybody on campus, all the black women on campus was slim, and I've lately I've been seeing a lot of like college age girls that are just massively overweight. And I'm like, how are you so young and so big? It's only gonna get worse. So I really don't even know what happened. And even my friends, we all like gained like weight after college, like crazy weight. And most of my friends don't even have children, and we've gained weight after college. Just some of them 30 to 50 pounds added on of weight. So I really think it comes down to like there is no real standard for how we should look. So they just do whatever they want. They don't feel bad about looking like that no more.
Damn. And Jackie, break down this attitude thing that everyone complains about. What is this attitude problem that BWs have? Is it standoffish? Is it being rude? Is it being loud? Is it being disrespectful? You're a BW, Jackie. You're obviously around other BWs. What is this attitude thing that is just a big problem amongst BWs in the American community and in the UK community as well?
That now the attitude problem. I just think that just comes from upbringing. Really, to me, it just keeps. It's a cycle because I I think more black women just keep influencing more black women to be out of order, and it's really a power trip. So the attitude, I think the attitude problem is just it's just in an effort to get power, to be dominant
Mm,
and masculine. So it's about being combative because usually women are not combative. They wouldn't. There's not their in their nature to be combative like that and disagreeable. So I really think it's like a struggle. So the attitude is about being dominant and masculine.
mm. And if you want to dominate and be masculine over a man in your relationship, does that show how much disrespect BWs have towards black men, BMs? Ain't that right, Jackie? Because if you actually want to overpower a man in a
Right,
relationship, it means that you don't respect him in any shape or form, right?
right. Yeah, yeah. You want to be over him. You want him to submit to you. That means you don't respect him.
Mm. And that's not how it works. Woman submits to a man in a relationship. Ain't that right, Jackie?
Right.
So one last point. Shout out to Zion Train for bringing it up. What on earth? Who do BWs need protection from? Who? Is there some sort of monster that's out there that's attacking BWs? Is there some sort of alien out there that's attacking BWs? Who do they need protection from? Who? That's a big question right there, Jackie.
Themselves.
Who? So that's a cluster F right there, themselves. So you're telling it makes no sense to me, Jackie, because I'm thinking, who on earth do you need protection from that is so bad? Like you have Megan, the awful rapper, um, doing all this press work saying we need protection, but everyone was saying, who do they need protection from? If you're saying themselves, we can't do that. That's not the black man's role to protect you against yourself. That's your role. You need to humble yourself. You need to be more calm. You
I
know,
mean,
choose wisely.
I think they could get black men to protect them against themselves if they got under the leadership of a decent black man. I mean, he's gonna instruct you on how to live that would protect you from getting yourself into compromising positions.
Mm. But Jackie, other races of women are not dealing with this sort of they need protection from themselves. I'm not seeing Asian women, you know, doing this sort of craziness like we're seeing in our community. What's happening with BWs that they need protection against themselves? What's
And
what's going on?
the
Because
the big difference is Asian women have a man. Like that's the biggest difference.
damn, oh Jackie, this is incredible. Um, damn, I've never actually thought of it that way. Protection against themselves.
They
So,
have a father. Either they have a father that's keeping them out of trouble, or they have a man.
so are you saying it's in the BW's nature to to be reckless, to be outlandish without if there's no man in the household. Is that what you're saying, Jackie?
Yeah.
Damn. You see, brother, you see how important it is just to follow the natural order of things. When you bring in feminism, when you bring in all these sort of agendas where you don't need no man, you're independent, you see how things go wrong. You see how things go very, very wrong. There's a reason why the Bible is actually is an instruction to how to live life. There's a reason why we have religion in this society. There's a reason why you don't go too liberal in society. Look at what's happening in California. California, a perfect example, very liberal, and it's going wrong for them currently. There's a reason why we have tradition and conservatism in this world. You know, ain't that right, Jackie? Because it's all there. The answers to life are it's all there.
Right.
Don't you, Jackie?
Yeah.
It's just it's crazy the fact that we've got to protect them against themselves. Grown women, we got to protect grown women against themselves. That's I've never heard that in before, and I don't think that's really appropriate, Jackie. I got to protect a grown woman from herself. She's not. That's a bit weird to me, Jackie. Don't you believe?
Yeah, but when you think about it, when you think about it, I mean, everybody kind of knows, especially if you dated a lot of women or you're familiar with this space. Everybody knows women have a
Have a what? Sorry. You we can't hear you, Jackie.
yeah. Someone tried to call me. Sorry, it interrupted me.
Okay, women
I'm
have a
on my
what?
I'm on my phone, but most men in this space or that just knows women know that they if you leave them to themselves to just do whatever they want to, they're gonna get out of hand. And just
Mm.
that's the thing with black women, like they've been doing this for years, so they're raising more black women to not have any to not care about any authority, and they're raising black men to not care about any authority or the right have or to even have authority. So it's just like it's just a constant it's just a constant cycle.
Jackie, you broke it down very well. Again, it all ties into biology. Men
Right.
and women are different, and I
Right.
don't know why people just can't accept that. A woman needs a man in her life, or else it will go wrong. It's a biological need, but liberals, the agenda, everything, they're all against it, and now it's going wrong in a lot of things. California is going wrong there. Amongst liberal women, it's going wrong for them. You know, it's crazy. Shout out to you, Jackie, for this very insightful conversation. Um, I'm going to open up the phone lines. Brothers, please be respectful. And there's going to be a new vetting procedure on my channel from now on. When you call in, can you turn on your camera in the background so I can see who you are? Then I will then turn it back off. Then I will add you to the panel. If you don't turn off your camera, if you don't turn on your camera, so I can't see who you are, I won't add you to the stream. Because yesterday, a very disgusting thing happened.
Ooh.
Um, I'm not gonna say it, but it was I had to remove a certain part of my video because I let people just come in, they turn on the camera, and the most filthy acts I've ever seen came up on my stream. I had to remove it ASAP because YouTube will get onto me, and I don't want that kind of nonsense and disgusting and filthiness on my channel. So when you call in, you're gonna be on the line. Just turn your camera on briefly, and then I will tell you, oh, all good. Turn your camera off now, and I will add you in. So when I put you on the live stream panel, you don't need to have your camera on, but you need to have your camera on in the background before I add you in, so I can verify that you are a human being and you're not no goddamn troll. So I will tell you, okay, cool. Then you turn off your camera. Then I will add you to the stream. So you don't need your camera at all, but before you come in, I've got to see who you are because I that's a procedure right now on my channel. Too many trolls are coming in trying to mess things up. They ain't gonna win. I'm gonna win this. Okay, brothers. So
Okay, I need to take like a quick like 3 minute break. I have to order some food right quick. I'm just gonna put myself on mute and turn the camera off for like a couple of minutes
okay, no
while
problem,
you have
Jackie.
callers come in.
No problem, Jackie.
Okay, all right.
So, brother, let me repeat this, right? You got to verify who you are first. That goes for anyone on my channel because people can change names, and I don't want that happening again on my channel. God forbid. All right? Call in, turn the camera on briefly, turn it back off. I will add you to the stream, to the panel. All right? So, last but not least, brothers, I'm on Facebook. Um, follow me on Facebook. Join the Facebook group, High Value Males in the Facebook group. Um, I'm also on Twitter as well, brothers. Follow me on Twitter. Send me a DM. Retweet my tweets. Follow me. DM me. I'm there for you, brothers. On Twitter. I need your support on Twitter to push out the movement. I'm also on Instagram as well, brothers. You want to send me a DM, follow me on Instagram. I will give you a call on IG or Twitter or Facebook, but IG preferably. If you want to speak to me one on one, follow me on IG, send me a DM. I put a lot of stories, a lot of videos and photos on my IG, so follow me on that platform and all other platforms, brothers. Discord server coming very soon. Most likely next week, even tomorrow. The Discord server might drop tomorrow or it will drop next week. I spent a few hours working on it today in the afternoon. It's looking very good. Oh man, you're going to be amazed by the Discord server, brothers. I can't wait until it debuts. Brothers, again, there's going to be some sort of verification process to join that Discord server. I don't want no trolls, honestly. Yesterday was a breaking point. I had to ban Aaron B. Aaron B is permanently banned on this channel. I got sick of it. Number one. So if Aaron B was responsible for that disgusting video, he will never be allowed back on this platform ever again. I'm just sick of it. I am. So brothers, support me, support the channel, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. It will be greatly appreciated. We've got 2 streams happening tonight. One about Japanese Brazilian women and the other about this topic, the Japanese Brazilian woman stream and about how women treat a brother in Japan. I'm looking forward to it. So brothers, look out for that in an hour's time. After this stream ends, we're gonna have the Japanese Brazilian woman stream. I'm looking forward to that. So that happens 1 hour from now. So I will end the stream, jump on a different stream on the other stream, and we'll have that stream popping. Yeah, Aaron B got banned. You know, I got sick of him trolling. You know, it came after Frank Harris, and Frank Harris, that's a good brother. Frank Harris, that's a good brother. He just started on him for no reason. You know, the bull shark god. Remove your latest comment, please. I don't want to know where he's going. Just remove your comment, bro. I'm gonna put you on timeout. I don't want to know where he's at. I'm tired of the trolls, man. Sick of it. We cannot let the trolls ruin this platform, the Facebook group, and the Discord. That's why I've got a very strict regimen on my Facebook group. I don't let anyone in, and when the Discord server drops, not everyone will be allowed in that Discord server. Then there will be a verification process. There will be a verification process for that Discord server. I spent a lot of time on that Discord server to make it perfect. No troll will be allowed on there. I'm sick of it. Yesterday was a breaking point. I had to, I had, I had, I had to delete. Sorry, I had to delete that segment there, and because of that, the live stream chat for that video was removed. So when you call in, turn your camera on briefly, turn it back off. I will ask you, turn your camera on, then I'll tell you turn it back off, and when you turn it off, I will add you to the live stream panel. So you don't need your camera on when it on the panel. but it's before you come in, I've got to see who you are. Sick of the goddamn trolls, man. Sick of it. I am just so sick of it. All right, brothers. Call in, brothers. Let me open up the phone lines. So that's the new verification process right now. If you have a problem with it, don't call in. Cash up, super chat your questions. Not let that happen again. I called Aaron B directly. I told him, dude, you're making a lot of people angry on the channel. Can you calm down? You know, just take it easy. Yesterday, I just wasn't in the mood. Permanent ban, and that goes for any brother as well, man. If you just want to troll, joke around, not bring any discussion. Okay, Leon Roy, you're verified. Turn your camera off if you want to. Jay Takashi, you're verified. Thomas Demahin, you're verified, bro. Thank you. AC, I see you're verified, brothers. That's it. Awesome. Shout out to Measures Up for the $999 super chat. What up, brothers? Support, get the likes, and get your passport. So let's wait till Jackie comes back, and I'll add each and every one of you brothers to the live stream. So I verified 4 brothers. So when I call out your name, turn your camera on so I can verify who you are. But I verified all brothers already. Hold on, Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring in Leonard Roy. Hold on. Sorry. Shout out to Measures Up for the $999 super chat. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Support. Get the likes up and get your passport. Yes, indeed. Appreciate the support, Measures Up. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, brother. J Bones, turn your camera on briefly, just so I know it's you. I can't see you. It's all white. You must have a phone cover on. If that's a troll right there, that's what I'm talking about. That could be a troll, or that could be J Bones. You see? You see how these trolls like working? Because yesterday it started off white first, and it turned to that nasty scene. But let me bring in Leonard Roy. What's up, Leonard? You okay, brother?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Yeah, that's the same thing I do when I stream. I tell people, hey, you got to be up backstage, cam up. Let me see, make sure that you're who you
Mm.
are. Then you can come on to the stream. Then if they get crazy, then I just doggone delete them, block them entirely. I don't do the give somebody another chance to, because how these people be. But
What's up, brother?
I
What's
was
your
having a
thoughts on the live stream
discussion.
topic?
Yeah. Now I was having a discussion with some of the fellas today, some of the older men like myself. And it's some things that we didn't realize that are going on that we now know. I'm like, oh, really? I thought it was just me. Now, you've got women, in their late 50s like myself, black women. They have their grandchildren with them all the time, as if they're their own children. Then they want to say, come over and Netflix and chill. But you got a 12-year-old running all over the house, and it's like, he's not going to sleep, right? Like ever, until he know I'm gone. So we leave. And they sit there wondering what's going on. Then they find out that, we're getting it in with a woman that's 40, 42, and having a good time with it. They didn't want to say we robbing the cradle. You 58 years old, and you with a 40-year-old woman. It's like, that's not robbing the cradle, baby. Any woman that's 40 is extra full grown, and that's where we're at in our lives, and they're still trying to figure out why they don't have a doggone man. It's like, well, if you left your grandchildren with your daughter and you had some time because you're a single nester, like myself, and you could be free in your home to do whatever you want, it'll be okay. We're not trying to be step granddaddies. Now I don't know. I don't know if that's like a new thing, but we're not trying to be step granddaddies. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? But when the sister was talking about like the attitudes, yes, the attitude thing is real, you know, and I don't know where it comes from. Why is somebody so bored that they always gotta be doing the neck rolling and you know, and all that, you know, just poor articulation of the English language. I don't know. I mean, I grew up in a time whereas you didn't bring a guy home to meet the parents if he didn't sound like, you know, he got, you know, at least a C average in school. But things changed somewhere. I don't know what happened, you know. I really don't. It's really strange.
Well, I mean,
So
you kind of with your example at the beginning about the grandma that always has a grandchild, she doesn't even trust the person she raised.
with the
Why
children, you're
right.
exactly
She
right.
doesn't even let the child stay with their parent, the person she raised.
Yeah.
She created a monster and she don't even want her grandchild around them.
I mean that's so out of control. That's completely out of control. It's like, didn't you raise them? Yeah. Well, what's the problem with? Cause see, my mom, she didn't watch any doggone. It's like you had grandparent time, okay,
Right.
but other than that, no, you at home with your parents. Well, I want to go out and I want to do. Take your kid with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Take your kid with you. You going where? Take the kid with you. You know, she didn't do all that. You know, and then with, you know, my siblings and I, none of us, you know, were like serial baby daddy, baby mamas. You know, we got married before we had children.
Leonard Roy,
Now
thank
all
you,
of that
bro.
stuff has
Let
changed.
me go on to the next caller, brother. But stay on the line, brother. Let me go on to the next caller and I'll come at you. It's on, okay, bro?
Okay,
Let me
yeah,
bring
cool.
in Jay Takashi. What's up, Jay Takashi? How you doing, brother?
I'm fine, IP. Oh, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm feeling a lot more better.
I'm
I was
glad.
very angry yesterday, but you know, you brothers make
Yeah,
me
no,
happy.
yeah, dude. I actually watched your stream while working today. Well, I listened to it while I was working. I know about the troll and everything. If any trolls in this freaking stream, please get the freak out because I will find you and I will hurt you. So stop, please. The one thing I cannot stand is ignoramuses. I'm probably the worst person to get angry. So, hello, Jackie.
Hey, how are you
Nice to
doing?
have you here. I'm doing fine. So, so on to the topic of like, basically, black women saying that men are not protecting them. Hey, listen, this is what y'all fought for. No man is entitled to protect you whatsoever. When liberation comes, listen, when liberation becomes accountability and comes freedom. So you can protect yourself. You don't need men, do you not? So I don't want to ever hear your mouth about men not protecting y'all. The only thing that we technically should protect, if I'm gonna be honest, is our own children, our little girls. Enough said, and our little boys. Enough said. That's all I will ever testify on that. Little kids. That's it. Protect them. Now, I'm not protecting the lady. She's a man now, right? So she can do it herself. Because listen, I've actually had a conversation with one of my customers today when I was delivering today. I literally flat out and talked to her, and she flat out said to me, "You wonder why the man is so detached from his significant, other gender? It's because you've demonized them. And when you demonize somebody, why should they take the heartfelt of their life and consideration and danger to look after you? You said they were trash. This is a result of that nonsense that you were talking. Now, granted, I'm not saying that we should they get what they deserve. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying In the words of KS, Kevin Samuels, life is about choices and trade-offs, which I agree a lot with that statement. That was a choice that you made. Here is the trade-off that comes with it. We're not protecting you. We have no reason to protect you. All we have to do is look out for ourselves. And IP, to touch more on this, and I think Jackie will understand this. This isn't the 1970s, the 60s, or the 80s where we could just, a girl's in trouble, we run over there and help her. We're in a different time now, because up to that was seen as the brave thing to do. Now you can't do that without some repercussions happening to us also. We could lose our job, we could lose our lives, or protect a stranger that we don't know. And now, please believe, I'm not so detached that I would not help anybody, but I would help little kids more often than not, because I need them to get back to their parents, not to be stolen from traffickers. That's what I care about, because children are our future in my mind. So people need to realize, ladies. Well, I'm not talking about just black BWs when I say this. I'm talking about women in general in the U.S. We're detached from you for a good reason. We carry our own just like you carry your own. We're not entitled to protect you. What you're entitled to do is protect that child, since that's what you asked for. So, like I said before, we don't have to risk our lives out for anybody else except maybe, I guess, close family relatives, and that's pretty much it. And Jackie, I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you think we should be entitled to protect them? Because technically, we're not entitled to protect them at all.
Well, I
Unless
mean,
our own families.
I've kind of my opinion on it is the only person that should be protecting you is your man. That's my opinion on it. If you're not under a leadership of a man, then that's who you rely on to protect you.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. I appreciate your thought on that. It's just that I'm pretty sure IP, the man in here, and myself, we would definitely protect our women, of course.
Yeah.
Facts.
But yeah.
Let me come in here as well. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't expect a random black man to protect random people. There's a lot of sick people nowadays. You join in a fight, you try and break up a fight, you might get killed. You might get harmed pretty badly. So I think black men should stop being superheroes and keep to themselves, and walk away. You only protect your family and your girlfriend. That's it. Stop trying to get into fights. Stop trying to break up fights. Be the bigger man. Oh, don't do that, bro, because you might get killed. You might get harmed. If that's what BWs want from us, I'm sorry, but no, we ain't doing that no more. No, I'm tired of brothers getting killed over fights that they didn't start, over fights that they tried to break up. No, if they want us to do that, I'm sorry. That's why I said we've left the community. I'm just sick of it. When we're not superheroes, why should we start breaking up fights, coming in, or be the bigger guy? No. Don't you agree, Jackie?
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, those us as black men in the country, we understand that we have to move a certain way. And also, like I said, we could lose our jobs, we could lose whatever. At the same time, like I said, it's got to be like my mother that's being attacked. Something that's the only time because it's my mother, of course. The difference is she's not freaking. She has my father, but even then, I'm gonna still be there to help both of them out, regardless of anything. But the thing is, they don't go out looking for fights. And IP, I want you to hear this out too. I don't know no man that's looking around to go who's looking for a fight with a woman. We don't roll that way. We're not rolling the streets in order to fight dudes because he's attacking ladies or whatever. We don't do that. If there are ladies, we will protect them. If they're not random strangers, we cannot. And I trust me, I hate that we have to do that. But let's be real. Those, like I said, you ladies have killed it. Anything could be a setup or a trap now. And the fact that we're thinking like this, the age that we're in, it shows you how bad it is. The fact that I had to say that just now tells you how bad it is. And it's like I said, we protect our offspring and our significant other. That's what we do. Like I said, we're not entitled to. Like I said, Cardi B has been gassing your heads up with all this nonsense. Y'all don't need us. Y'all don't need us. And I know IP, you said before where it's like, don't rely on anything that men have created. Well, guess what? Here's another thing. If you go to war, don't ask for men to help you. You do it yourself.
Yeah. It's
gotten to that point where I have to be that strict about it. Leave us alone. If you want kids, go to a sperm donor bank and take care of it yourself. I'm not with this nonsense. that we have to take care of everything and be protectors for you. We don't have to. Remember, you're liberated. You're equal to us. Well, in your mind you are, but you're not. But you're equal to us, right? So you don't need us. And I'm not even trying to be hateful. I'm so detached from y'all. I just don't care. That there are some sisters I talk to every now and then, but
Thank you, Jay.
that's just a small
I
group.
appreciate that, brother. And let me bring
That's
in. Thank you. I
accountability.
appreciate that, Jay Takashi. Oh, go on, Jackie.
No, I was just saying what he's saying is accountability.
Yeah, thanks for that, brother. Thanks for that, Jackie. Let me bring in Thomas Demihin. How you doing, Thomas? You okay?
What's up, fam? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
How you doing, Jackie? Welcome back.
Hey, how are you doing?
All good, all good. How you doing, Jay? How you doing? Hi, basically, hi. Hello to all the kings on this panel. I hope everyone's doing good, and this is going to be an educational live stream. Thank you, IP. How are you, bro? I hope you're feeling well because of yesterday. I hope everything's all right, IP. So this live stream is very good because it's actually a lot of points. One point is generation. It's a generational curse, to be honest, because a lot of these older BWs, yeah, they see a lot of them are single, and it's really their fault because they've really failed the next generation of BWs. There's one sexual attraction that these BWs have towards the Pookie and Ray Rays, hyperistophilia. It's a sexual attraction to those who commit crime, to those who have a destructive lifestyle. Hyperistophilia, search that up. I believe these modern BWs have that. And it's just an ongoing cycle, to be honest, because like Brother Tony Berry said, feminism has failed you, BWs. The moment you joined white women in the 70s, you're done. You basically written your contract because the whole concept of this third wave feminism is to destroy men, to destroy the patriarchy. How can you do that when the patriarchy created everything that you have? Makes no sense. And they've allowed Western liberalism to infect their minds. Yet you still need protection. You still go after Pookie and Ray Rays, whereas good educated brothers such as ourselves have been constantly telling you, stop what you're doing. But they've allowed Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Doja Cat to be their role models. And this is a prime example of what's wrong with the black community. The role models that we have, instead of looking up to educated brothers like Barack Obama, Neil deGrasse Tyson, or just people of productivity, we look towards entertainers, rappers, athletes. This is why the black community is utterly destroyed beyond repair. These BWs, they lead in abortion rates, and it's sickening. Man, it's sickening because a lot of these BWs, they have Jezebel spirits within them. They want to constantly tell each other, stop having black sons. How dare you? How dare you? It's the men who get the work done. It's the men who build the foundation. It's men who created civilizations. And you're telling other women that we need to kill black boys. Jackie, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I spoke on that earlier. Because I they have like a decent amount of followers that they will say that in their video, and then they won't lose followers. That's what's shocking to me because
Evil.
it's beyond like negotiating, justifying what this person has said. You should lose most of your followers saying something like that, and then they just go back and keep watching and
You,
and act like they didn't say it.
Do you know why they keep saying that? It's because I think this is very true as well. Black men are disposable. In the current climate, black men are disposable. This
Mm,
actually goes way back to slavery.
mm,
You see the black man degraded, constantly degraded by the slave master. The black woman sees that. You see, this
yeah,
is why slavery should never be forgotten. It should never
yeah,
be forgotten. And this, again, a generational curse. The black man be degraded, and what that black woman sees that tells her everything. To her,
facts.
the, to her, the black man is not is worthless. It's a real damn shame because they're not even differentiating between good and bad. The good brothers are the men of action, conservative brothers, like such as ourselves. Jackie, you can see that as well. I want you to show this live stream to your friends, Jackie, because this is very deep and important.
I
Okay,
try. I really try.
no.
It's very difficult.
You need to tell them again, Jackie. They need to differentiate Pookie and Ray Rays and Good Brothers. It's you see when they talk about black men ain't ish, they're talking about the Pookie and Ray Rays, but they generalize all black men. All black men. That's you see.
They don't.
We
They're
have
not just talking about Pookies and Ray Rays. I hate this. I don't want to bust y'all bubbles, but my friends date really good, decent guys, very productive guys, and they trash them too. They
yeah,
try.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. They
So
trash.
that's
No. They trash Good Brothers. I've seen that as well. They trash good. They trash Good Brothers for no reason, all because
right.
Good Brothers have standards where they tell them stop what you're doing, look at what you're doing. Actually, I'm gonna touch on another thing as well. I know a lot of sisters who are raised in conservative households, but yet they act as a rebel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
Hmm.
act as a rebel, and it's sickening. I know a girl who I went to the same school. She, I met her parents. Her parents gave her everything. I went to the same church as this girl. She became a rebel. Oof, she went out with the local drug dealer, a jugger. That's what we call in the UK, a jugger. And she literally became the village wife to these drug dealers. It was
Wow.
it was absolutely disgusting. It's the
Thomas,
culture.
it reminds me of there's this female rapper, right? You might know her, Jackie. She's very famous now. She's East African, Eritrean, Ethiopian. She's very popular now.
Mm-hmm.
She was dating DDG, that YouTube artist, the
Yeah, I
YouTuber.
remember that.
What's her name?
Yeah, what's her name? Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Ruby Rose comes from a very middle class conservative family, right? I've seen the parents, they raised her, they sent her to good schools,
Mm,
good tutorials, and she came out like that. That's how disgusting American culture is. The fact is that you can do everything you can as a parent to set your children up for life, raise them well, but you're fighting against American culture. You're fighting against friends who are telling you to do this, do that, stay out at night, go and smash different people. And look at her now. Can you believe that? I read her background. You know, she used to wear a flipping hijab. She was a Muslim or
mhm.
something. She wore a headscarf. And
Really?
look at her now.
Did she go to college?
Yeah,
Um,
I
I'm
think she
not
did.
too sure. I'm not sure. Did she go to college, Thomas?
Yeah, I think she did. She went to college, but she didn't go to university.
That's where
Did you?
they're
Because
corrupting them.
Yeah,
th-
yeah.
Because
this is what.
like from
Sorry.
when I was in college, we all came in like wholesome, sweet, nice, at a good weight, and then everybody left like kind of corrupted, hard, tough, a lot of attitude. Like half of my friends from college, they had both of their parents. So they came from like stable backgrounds and all that stuff. And then they just turned to different people.
Mm-hmm.
When you say college, Jackie, are you referring to high school or university?
Here college is university. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've been saying
Well,
that.
it's the same thing in UK.
That's the indoctrination centers, high school, but college is the final master, the final level, as to where you get put in, you are spit out as a rebel, a feminist. You go against every culture your parents say you up. That's why I'm telling brothers, please don't raise your children in America or even the UK too. You know, you got to find a way to leave. Honestly, um, when the time comes to have children, I'm sorry, but you got to find a different country to raise your children in because you're fighting against American culture, the media, her friends, schools. That's a lot of forces, and you just being a father trying to protect your children, it's gonna be very hard. You know, I've seen women who were raised right by their dads turn against their own father,
Yep.
start saying, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
dad, you're part of the patriarchy. You oppressed me. You oppressed mum. All that nonsense."
Mm-hmm.
And the dad raised his children right, gave her everything, you know, put her in the right direction, told her go and study that course at university, will make you a lot of money. Ain't that right, Jackie?
Yeah, I mean, I personally know people that have gotten in arguments with their dad. Their dad tells them they're a feminist, and they're like, "Yeah, I am a feminist." And then I have to go and talk to them later. I'm like, "It's not good to be a feminist." And she's like, "Well, it's just about equal rights." I was like, "No." And I had
Jackie,
to explain to them, you going around saying you're a feminist is not a good thing.
and you see the thing, Jackie. You see, I noticed a pattern. You see these liberal BWs, yeah. They spend their 20s being the Jezebel 304s, yeah.
Mm,
Then in their 30s, they expect a high value brother to come save them, bust their behinds to become high value, level up. And because they're women, they think they're special because of their privilege area. You're not special. Why can't these BWs in the UK and US understand that there's millions of women in the world who will treat brothers with respect and they treat their bodies as temples. You see, these BWs, they don't treat their bodies as temple. God constantly spoke about this in the Bible. They're not virtuous women, Jackie. They're not Proverbs 31 women. And also, Jackie, are you a Christian?
No, no, no.
Do you have Christian friends though?
Yes, yes. I mean, I used to be, I used to be Christian, so I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that some of these BWs in the US, they are Christian, but they do the next thing that goes against the Bible.
mm,
These fake Christian women. I'm sorry for my use of profanity, IP, but they really piss me off. I spoke about this before
mm,
because they constantly use the Bible. They misuse God's word, saying, "Oh, only God can judge me." When they slept with the whole neighborhood, it's just it's so insulting to God's message. And I'm sorry, Jackie, but these BWs they can't be saved. They're fake feminine, and when you tell them, when you ask them hard hitting questions, they say, "Oh, you're shaming me. You're
Mm-hmm.
you're
mm-hmm.
shaming." You see, they even using these new terms for if when they're being promiscuous, saying, "Oh, you're slut shaming me." What kind of nonsense
Mm-hmm.
is that?
You're right, and
What is that?
that's why I mentioned that we should bring back shaming into our community. In my opinion, we should shame them. I don't care how you feel. If I see you acting up, I will shame you. I don't care if that makes you feel like ish, but we should shame them. Shout out to Thomas. Thanks for that, Thomas.
Oh, thanks,
Let
bro.
me go into the next caller, brother. Put yourself on mute. I'll come back to you later on, okay, brother?
Yep.
Mr. KP, can you turn your camera on in the background so I can see you're not a troll, please, brother? Mr. KP. Awesome, bro. Turn it off now if you want to. All right, let me bring in Mr. KP. And hold on. Shout out to J Bones for the $2 super chat. IP can't join tonight. Showing love. What's up, Jackie? Thank
Hey,
you,
J
bro, for.
Bones, that's my buddy.
Oh, do you speak to J Bones personally,
No,
directly?
no, I just see him in other chats. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Hey.
Shout out to J Bones, man. Um, See, brother, he can't call in, but he's supporting. Brothers, support the channel. Hit the cash app, hit the super chat. J Bones, appreciate it, brother. It means a lot to me. Thank you, brother. Let me bring in Mr. KP. How you doing, Mr. KP? You okay, bro?
I'm doing fine, IP. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. What's
How you,
your thoughts on this live stream topic, brother?
how you doing, panel? In college, I did a paper about this. This is when I first got my eyes open to. I'm 39 years old, so I'm a early millennial. Um, Pretty much in the 70s, and the gentleman, who was the first one to speak after Jackie, he would probably be able to give testimony to this. A lot of the women in the 70s, because we got to remember the women's rights era, the fight for equal rights and Roe versus Wade and all that, it came about in the early 70s. But for a lot of black women, when we're fighting for civil rights as well in the 60s, they kind of got detoured. A choice was given to them like the blue pill type situation, which was stay with your black man, marriage wise, and continue to fight on and try to bring progress to your culture and your race, or go it by yourself and have more control over your future. They chose that pill because they believed that if they stayed with the man in the household, they would be nothing more than a servant, less than like a semi maid. And the whole women's rights movement, liberation, free sex, as far as not having to worry about the shame and such with if someone knows that you've been promiscuous with various men. And then if you were to become impregnated, you can go get it taken care of without having the shame of someone wondering where you were gone or where you were at for 9 months. They went about having abortions and such. And they thought that this is beautiful. This is great. This is not going to, I can have future, having control over my destiny and my future and my life, not knowing that what they just fell for was a trap to which would over time of 2 generations ruin their their race and then their ethnicity, because families would be pushed off as far as not having any structure. As we understand the thing with, if anyone's heard about the Monahan report, they said if a black man has a good paying job, as a white man would have a good paying job, women that were on social assistance on the white side will go to the husband, because Caucasian women innately want to be taken care of. Even though they might have been the feminists and such, as you saw in the 60s and 70s, majority of them, not a small minority, majority of them want the lifestyle of having a husband and raising a family at home. When the same option came to black women and the husbands had the jobs, working good figures, dollar amount figures of making money, they chose to stay out and take the public assistance because they had a desire to control their own destiny. They wanted to be behind the steering wheel, so to speak. 40 years, well, 50 years now. How's that turned out? I'm a religious in a certain aspect. I don't believe in trying to pull somebody like a dictator or tell them what to do. I let them learn on themselves, learn on their own accord. And then with shame and their own personal uh, realization that they made the wrong mistake, they come home. They come home. Or they teach others, because they're older women now, they're in their 50s. They teach younger ladies, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. I was a fool. I went against the norm. Where older women in their 60s and 70s would shake their head at them and say, yes, you did. You went against the norm. You wanted to be your own woman, and look what happened to you. You wanted to be your own woman. If God meant for a man and a woman to be the same, he would only kept it at one gender, simple and plain. Sorry. There are roles each one has, simple and plain. So here we are worrying about the family problems. There are more women than men in the United States, at least. So they have to find the select men. So men now have to pick of the litter. They can say, okay, I don't have to go with this woman here, this woman, because there's double the amount of women than black men. There are going to be a lot of women who are going to become, when I use this quote, this term, veterinarians. They're going to be old women with cats and dogs. Why? Pride. They want to feel as though I control my destiny. Okay, see how that goes for you in the next 10 to 15 years if you're in your 30s and 40s. Good luck to you. Look at the lady right now who's 50 some years old. See how that turned out for her. You know? So
Thanks for that, Mr. KP. FA, what are you talking about? Is FA a troll, brothers? Is EFB a troll? Even I wonder why you are here. You know what? F you, man. I no tolerance for you trolls. Block user. Tired of it, man. Thank you for that, Mr. KP. Jackie, do you have any points you want to add on to Mr. KP's point? Do you agree, disagree?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like from earlier, it's what he said makes a lot of sense because how I see it, I think all they care about is having power. It's the reason why they can't just date decent men. That means they're gonna lose power.
Good point. And that's the reason why they love dating men who are upcoming, who have less than them, because them marrying a man that's richer than them, that's more powerful than them, they have no power in the relationship. They have no leverage. You can't say, yeah, you can't have him sleeping over at your place because guess what? He has his own place. You notice how BWs love having their boyfriend sleep at their place because they have that power. I know if the boyfriend goes out of hand, get the flip out of my house, get out of my
Right.
house.
Exactly.
IP is not even that, brother. Their new spouses are the government. I heard this from KS. BWs from the UK and US, they'd rather be a single mother than a wife. They are scared of being wives because they don't want to give away their power. They rather have. You see, I saw one report of one BW. She has 20 kids. 20 kids from 10 Pookie and Riris. Can you imagine? And she's asking the government for more money. I'm like, bro, this is where we are right now. They don't want to take accountability, but then they want to bash all men. It's just crazy, man. Like this is I'm so glad foreign black women denounce their behavior because honestly, when KS brought in non BW, so a white woman to discuss this, do you know what she said? She said, yeah, these BWs are out of control, and I think they need to, well, probably listen to us because this was a conservative white woman, and she spoke of how it was, what she saw. And do you know what happened? These BWs were so angry at KS because she's like, oh, you should keep it private, let it be in the black community, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. If you're going to, you won't change. So let a woman from another culture tell you. Not only white men were on their case, IP and Jackie, but Hispanic women, Asian women, they were on BW's case, yet they still would not listen. They wouldn't
Let me
listen
tell you
at all.
this, Thomas, right? Every other race of people know how dysfunctional our community is. It's an open secret now.
Yeah.
It's an open secret. That's why KS speaks to Asian women. He brings in Asian women. He brings in white women on his channel. They all know how dysfunctional our community is, and they all know how dysfunctional BWs are. Now, I'm not saying white women and Asian women are dysfunctional. Of course, there's some dysfunctional characters in their community, but it's not the overall. It's not the majority of them. There's still functional relationships in their community. Our problem is there are more dysfunctional relationships than functional relationships
Yep.
in the community. And that's a big problem right there. The bad is simply outweighing the good. So they see it and they commenting on it. That's it. It's an open secret, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
And
with you brothers from the UK,
yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with this thing that goes on in the United States, but you will get a woman, she has a job making whatever she's making. She'll get what we call a hobosexual, right? He'd be a hobo if it wasn't for the woman he having sex with,
Yeah.
living with them, and the dude is a drug dealer. Now, if he gets X amount of success selling drugs and he gets busted, the first thing that they look for after they got him is tangible items of high value. Once they determine the value of the items within the household do not equate the income coming in, the legal income coming in from the woman, she gets 5 years in prison for conspiracy because she profited off his ill-gotten gains.
Um, wow,
Oh,
I didn't know that.
thanks for that, brothers. Let me
Yeah.
thank you for that, Mr. KP.
Yeah.
Let me bring in a new caller in. The Bull Shark God, can you turn your camera on? I've got to see if you're not a troll. Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. Turn it off, brother. Do you want to leave it on, or do you want to turn it off before I add you to the stream? Do you want to? Are you okay with me adding you like that, brother? Nod yes if you want me to add you on with your camera on, or do you want to turn your camera off? You can type in the private chat. Are you okay with me adding you on with your camera turned on? Put a yes or no, bro. Okay. What's up, the Bull Shark God? How you doing, brother?
How you doing, IP? And like everyone can hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. How are you?
All right, I'm doing great. For one thing, really quick, I want to apologize, IP. I didn't know, that troll came into your live or whatever, so I apologize for that. I didn't mean to, So
No worries, bro.
the top, yeah. So the topic that we're talking about, the BWs. I just want to say this, like, I kind of feel really bad for a lot of them. I feel like if they just kind of listen to like KS or all these other platforms, your platform and T's platform, I feel like maybe like they can kind of understand like why a lot of black men are not going for them. Like for me, for example, like I'm in a university right now. I'm a freshman, and I see a lot of that in my school. And like especially the beautiful black women, I'm like I want to go talk to them, and I want to like get to know them, but then they turn me down, and then they go with a Pookie and a Ray Ray, and it just kind of makes me upset because I'm like, well, what don't I have that he has? And then I like as the years went by, I started to realize what those Pookies and Ray Rays have that I don't, and that was being the bad boy. And me growing up, I grew up with a single mother. My dad, he wasn't really around, and my mom, she always taught me that if I'm smart, if if I just stay in school, the girls will come to me, and it never happened. And they always called me like a simp, and just a bum because I'm working on myself to impress the women. And then when I got older, I realized that I don't need to do that anymore because I'm doing it for me, and that's for any brother that's on the live too. Like, you got to work on yourself, and I learned that from like a lot of other people. So, yeah.
Thanks for that, the Bull Shark God. I have a few questions for you, bro. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Keep still, bro, because you're making a lot of noise when you move the camera around. Shout out to El Cortez for the £2 super chat. He says Jackie reminds me of a young. No, I don't think so. I think Jackie's a lot more prettier than that person there. But I don't want to say that person's name. I've recently become aware of her. Let's not make comparisons like that. Jackie's a lot more prettier, a lot more good looking than that person. If I was in America, you gave me a choice between dating Jackie and that person there. I'm definitely dating Jackie because Jackie is feminine, good looking, she's smart, and that's the type of woman that we want in our lives when it comes to a black. So shout out to Jackie. Jackie, you looking nice, Jackie. Ignore this comment, Jackie. That you don't look like her in any shape or form. But thanks for supporting the channel, El Cortez. Let's be respectful here. Okay, yeah, the bull shark god. Your young brother. I know you're going through a lot, and I strongly encourage you to reach out to me through IG. I am, you
Okay.
know, I join the Facebook group as well. Brothers can help advise you as to how to navigate university. But I want to actually
Okay.
speak to you about your university experience as well. So let's set up a stream to see how the young black man in America is handling going to university as a Gen Z person. Reach out to me on IG, bro. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. And like I'm actually thinking about like, moving to Vancouver. You
Oh,
know,
Okay, that's good.
yeah, like Sean Davis, he had me interested, like that, that'd be kind of cool. And I'm more of a nature kind of guy, and that's just how I've always been. And the career that I'm aiming for, they make really good money, a lot more than the US. So I'm thinking, maybe I should do that. I'm gonna be traveling to Thailand next summer, and check that out. And just see what's up. Yeah, you already know. And I'm kind of out this Matrix thing. You guys talk about the Matrix, and I feel the same way. I've been into crypto already. I'm about to invest in some stocks really soon, and
oh,
I'm trying to look more into the stock market. Like, I'm ready to go. I
that's
really am.
I love hearing that, brother. So, brother, that's my IG on the screen right there. Reach out to me ASAP, bro. And
Okay.
we'll set up a call. I'll speak to you directly. I just want to know. I want to know you're in the right track in your life, and then we'll bring you on my channel, add you to the Facebook group. The Discord server's coming very soon. That will be beneficial for you, brother. So, thank you, bro. Cynthia G, what the flipping heck?
What
Let me
happened?
let me remove that flipping of the screen. I thought it was the other one. So,
Right,
Jackie,
I
can you
peace.
please? What was that, Thomas?
Sorry, I peace. I just want to give one word of advice to the young brother. Sorry, Bull Shark. Is that your name, brother? Sorry,
Yeah. I mean that's not my real name, but
I know.
yeah.
So I just want to give you one word of advice, brother. You don't feel sorry for these liberal BWs, bro.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Do not feel
Yeah.
sorry for them.
Yeah.
Show no, bro. I'm 24, brother. I'm a young brother like you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do not show. Be merciless,
Mm,
Yes.
because absolutely be merciless. Because I know you love black women, brother.
Mm-hmm.
There's foreign black women. There's one in. Have you seen the Costa Rican live stream?
Well, and it's funny because, like, I grew up. I first, like, I was born in the islands, and then I moved over to Florida, and I was so used to Hispanic women. So Hispanic women was my first pick,
Yeah,
and then
brother. You're gonna eat
yeah,
well, brother. You're gonna eat well.
yeah, and
Brother,
then
brother,
like, uh,
brother, go and watch the Costa Rican live stream.
the Costa Rica. Okay, I was actually looking
Yeah,
at
man.
Colombia too, in Brazil.
mm.
Mm.
Those
You're gonna
two,
eat
yeah, I
well,
was
man.
gonna look, yeah, like those two. I'll definitely check out Costa Rica. But yeah, like I've been traveling all over in different states, and when I came to Philadelphia, I just started to like black women, and then like I told you, I didn't know my generation's intentions, especially like black women, like having these unrealistic standards, and then by the time I got older, I realized what was going on, and I'm like, for me, I don't want to keep dealing with this alpha male mentality where I have to be you know the bad boy in this case, because that's not who I
Mm.
am.
Nah, brother, that's all social conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what they tell you. That's what they tell you to be. That's what you see. This is what liberal black people say. Oh, that's what black. Yeah, that's what being black is. Be the preacher and Ray, the no good thug. Like that's all nonsense.
Right.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what that's all social engineering, brother. I'm glad you've broken through that, brother.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
I
know you
try.
love black women, but
Yeah,
Jackie,
I try
do you have
to.
any advice for the bull shark god?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was gonna say the same thing. Don't feel sorry for them. I was just on another panel a couple
Look
of
at
days
Lewis.
ago, and there was like an older woman that came up, and she was talking about how she changed her ways and that helped her get married. But the only reason she said the only reason why she was the way she was is because she didn't know any better. So I came up and I was like, yeah, I hear that a lot. Women saying they don't know better. But when I was younger and I saw the way my mom behaved, I knew something was off.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
everybody knows when their parents they're something off with their parents and off with their mom. We all know something's not right. And you have to be the one that makes a decision like I'm not going to be that way. So to keep saying I didn't know no better when you saw all the red flags and you still decided to go the same route that your mother went. So don't feel sorry for them. If they are adults,
Yeah, brother.
they're in
Oh,
charge
sorry,
of
thank
their
you.
lives now.
Correct.
Oh,
All
one
right.
thing I do.
Okay, go on,
The
bro.
only advice I could give to the young man and any other young man that are in here, I'm an old man. Experience is life's greatest teacher.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait until your 10-year class reunion from high school.
Exactly. Or
Wait for
college.
that.
Exactly.
Wait for that.
Exactly.
Then look at everybody on your 20-year. See,
Exactly.
nerds rock. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nerds rock. I went to mine and it was somebody still had that doggone horrible articulation of the English language. You know, I always liked it you back in high school. I'm like, no, you didn't. You called me Len the nerd. You called me Len the nerd because my name is Leonard, but they split it up trying to diss me. You
Mm-hmm.
called me Len the nerd. But see, at the 20-year reunion, you saw me driving a Denali when they just made them, those vehicles. Now we're at the 30-year high school reunion. Now I'm driving a Mercedes.
Nice.
You smelling gravy. You smelling
Yep.
gravy. You want to get on the gravy train, but honey, baby girl, whoop, whoop, whoop. It left the station way back when we graduated high school in 1981. You see? Oh, and speaking of 1981, not to go long, because I'm not trying to take over your show, mind you. There is no logical reason Michelle Obama should be at the weight that she's at right now. Because she didn't
Ooh.
have children, natural childbirth. She didn't. Now, we attended the same high school for a little bit
Oh,
back then, Whitney Young High School. She was skinnier than me. I'm like,
Mm.
where did all them ham hocks and chitlins come from over time? What you been doing? Now I can understand women give childbirth, weight comes with that. Understand. But if you have not had natural childbirth and you done got all big and round, the thing with her, she's proportionate because she's tall, but still, she weighs too much. I'm like, why, why you ain't built like Grace Jones? You did? What's really going on? Let a brother know that went to school with you. I love to ask her that question.
thanks for that, brother. All right, hold on. Shout out to Jay Takashi for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Jay, for supporting the channel. Much appreciated, brother. This is sad that I'm so detached from protecting our women. It's gotten this bad where I don't care to pick up someone's pieces. Brothers, try to find your peace and uplift one another because brotherhood is a powerful force. Yes, indeed. The
Yep.
SBM movement, the passport movement, the Facebook group where we uplift each other up. That's the new motive for brothers. Leave the black community. It's done for. How about we focus on ourselves and we uplift ourselves and we will become great men in the future. Thank you for that, Jay Takashi. Facts. Let me bring in Jaron Patton. And before I do so, FAD, you're not allowed on my channel because you said something very offensive towards Jackie. And I think you're a troll. So I'm going to ban you also from coming on my panel. I told you, brothers, zero tolerance. If I sense a bit of trolling from brothers or sisters, male, female, you're going to get family banned. I'm just sick of it. I'm really sick of it. So go away. let me bring in Jaron Patton. What's up, Jaron? You okay, brother?
I'm doing good. And how you doing, by the way? Jackie, hello again. Jay, Thomas, everybody, hello.
What's up?
All good,
Um,
bro.
okay. This topic is really interesting to me because I had to agree with Jay and Thomas what they said earlier. And Jackie, like we all do respect. Like you have to understand that with the BWs who choose like to date the wrong guys and then they regret it later, they expect us as good brothers to protect them, but they had to realize they had to look out for themselves and to protect themselves, because you cannot expect a stranger to protect you because you're going through other things, because whatever this is going on in your life, because it's none of our business, it has nothing to do with us, because you cannot expect a stranger to protect you. It doesn't concern us. It's none of our business, because like if you think that we are the weakest link, like, no, because you don't know us. Because whatever it is you're going through, like, no, nah, it's none of our business. And then with everything that Thomas says, what's going on in society in America, when you mention rappers like Carly B and Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat, like, everything I'm seeing right now is just messed up. It's totally messed up. And then what Jay just said, like, they need to protect themselves, and I agree, because they got to look out for themselves, because we don't need no protection from us. They don't need protection from us. They need the protection from themselves. That they're adults, they're grown people, because they have to realize they have to learn from their mistakes, and they have to pay the price for it. Because whatever mistakes that you made, you have to learn from them, and you have to live with it for the rest of your life. Because choices that you make, that is your choice. That is your decision. You chose to be with that man who doesn't care about you, who is a thug, who is a criminal, who is a drug dealer, who is a game banger, a game member. Like, you chose the wrong people. That is your choice. You got to live with it. And then now you regret it later. And now you hate men. And then you join the feminist movement because you hate men. And then you put in the bashing, and you're trying to bash us because of the mistakes that you made. You bashing us because of your problems and your issues. You cannot do that. You cannot expect us to protect you. You got to protect yourself. And then you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of you. Because I don't know you and you don't know me. Because whatever situations you're going on, that is your problem. Not us, not ours. That is your problem. And then what I'm
Yep.
saying is to you, Jackie, you have to understand what you're saying, that 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 we are not protecting other BWs that make us the weakest link, but it's not true. But no, we cannot just do that, because whatever life choices they make is their fault, and they have to realize that. And we cannot do nothing about it because it's none of our business. Sometimes they got to look out for themselves, and we cannot do nothing about it. They adults, they're grown women. They have to live with it for the rest of their life. They have to take care of themselves.
Thank
So
you very much,
Yeah,
Jaron.
I totally agree with you. I mean, we have the same perspective on it. I agree. I mean, why would you protect random women? They're You're on your own. you don't have a man, you're on your own.
Thanks. Thank you, Jaron. Much appreciated, brother.
You're welcome.
Jackie, how long can you stay on the stream for?
I got 11 more minutes.
11 more minutes. Okay,
Mhm.
that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we'll end it like in 8 minutes time, so we can go into the next stream, the Japanese Brazilian woman stream, which is going to be very good. Can't wait for that. Let me bring in. Hold on, Extreme Measures. I see you, brother. J Bones, thank you for the $2 super chat and supporting the channel regularly. It's much appreciated, brother. Thank you so much. Jay Takashi and Demihin wearing their Rugrats pajamas.
Lol.
Yo, J Bones, man,
J Bones,
you like
but
a
you
sly
can't.
fox.
But you can't see Thomas though. J Bones.
Yeah, what pajamas am I got on? I have like a freaking workout shirt and a freaking hat. Right?
Shout out to J Bones, man. Shout out to
I
Conrad
love you,
Grant
bro.
with $2 super chat. Thank you, Conrad, regular supporter. I appreciate you, brother, big time. Good evening, IP, showing support. Great stream. Thank you, bro, for always supporting the channel. It's much appreciated, brother. And honestly, it means a lot to me, Conrad Grant. Thank you. Let me bring in Extreme Measures, the legend. Hello, brother. How are you?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
What's going
How's
on,
it going,
brother? You
man?
okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Just looking forward to being a part of this live stream and maybe give my 2 sentences.
Yes, go on, bro. Yes, we want to hear your thoughts on this, brother. Please break it down for us, bro.
Absolutely. Well, Jackie, thank you for being a part of this panel. I know you might feel like you're being attacked. You might not feel that way, but
Oh,
I just,
no.
all right. Cool. I just said I thank you for joining. But with my stance on, with the topic at hand, no, it's not in our interest, to just go out and protect BWs, I mean, just off the wing, just because something's going on. And the reason why I feel that way is because, one, you guys have been saying for a long time that, we ain't shit, you don't need us, and that's one aspect of it. And then two, it's just, we don't know what type of situation we're getting ourselves in. We live in a culture now where, and I'm not saying that men aren't doing their thing, but I'm just speaking on women, just, right now, in this current climate, hypergamy, just the whole the wrath that's going on between in our community, is, I think, has a lot to do with it as well. And Black men, including myself, I love sisters, you know what I mean? But I've gotten banged up so much in terms of I ain't shit, you guys don't need me, or whatever, I'm not good enough, or whatever, to the point to where I'm just like, y'all are on your own now. Like, y'all are on your own, now. And one of you guys mentioned that, like, if it has to do with family members or your significant other, of course, but appreciate it, brother. But outside of that, you guys are on your own, man. And it hurts kind of deep down inside, because I see, the generations that continue getting older. I'm a millennial, Generation Z and the ones after us. I think it's just going to get much worse, and and there's going to be an even more bigger divide. But unfortunately, that's just how it is. And I just think, us good brothers are just responding by getting our passports, going where we're appreciated, and where we're not placed in situations where we have all this hostility with society at us, our women, and then potential situations and stuff like that. So I hope that kind of makes sense. But yeah, but I thank you again for being a part of the stream and listening to all of our insights and everything. And it's actually very rare, that I witness stuff like this. And so I'm glad that you give me hope, when I see sisters out here willing to just, hear our point of view, so thanks.
Thank you, Measures Up. Jackie, Jab, any thing to say to Measures, Extreme Measures at all, Jackie?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, I agreed with every guy on this panel about it. it just comes down to they're on their own. They ask for it, so they're on their own. And if
They're
they
on their
wanted to,
own. Yeah.
if they want it to be differently, be different, they would act differently. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay Bones, you're right. A lot of trolls lately. I think do you remember that stream we had the other day where that lady called in saying she was a grey something? I think either her or R&B are responsible for all these trolls. Because I've noticed that ever since that she called in, that lady, talking about experiencing it in New York, about how she gets a lot of violence, and I blocked her for nonsense. It's been coming since then. So it might be either her or JB, but I blocked both of them, and hopefully this stops very soon. I'm getting sick of it, but I'm on alert. They're getting blocked ASAP. Thank you, Extreme Measures. Much appreciated, brother. So, brothers, Jackie needs to go in 8 minutes. And in 8 minutes' time, brothers, we have the what's it called? The Japanese Brazilian stream next. So I'll put a link to it here, brothers. And let me go through everyone for one last closing statement. Thomas Demihin, do you have anything to say, bro?
Another classic, IP. Another classic. Well done, bro. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you, Jackie. It's
you're
always
welcome.
great to have you on this live stream discussing important topics. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next live stream. Thank you for your time.
All right,
IP.
have a good night.
Oh, you too. Well, I won't be
Thank you.
sleeping because
Oh,
I'll be
it's
in the
different
next live stream.
time. Okay, I got it.
No, it's all good. Yeah, thank IP, another classic. Bob, keep up the hard work. These trolls, man, they're a waste of life, man. R&B is a complete waste, man. He's a waste, man. Forget about him, brother. These trolls, they have nothing better to do with their lives. So when we are talking about something important, something that's positive, they're just bound to come. So just ignore them, brother. Keep up the great work, brother. Well done.
Thank you very much for that, bro. It means a lot to me, brother. Let me go on to Jay Takashi. Do you have any last closing statements, brother?
Yeah, I'll make it slightly quick. Jackie, thank you for being on again. We really love your energy. I'm pretty sure everyone here loves you a lot because you're a good person, and you're one of the few sisters that is actually feminine and acts like an actual genuine lady. Honestly, I don't know if you're married or not, but hopefully you get wifed up very soon. That'd be nice.
I have a boyfriend.
Of course, she's wifed up, bro.
I hope so.
A woman that
I
thinks
hope
like
so.
that is taken very quickly.
She's rare.
You know?
She would be a rare. You would be called a rare commodity nowadays. The real deal.
Women like her get snapped up real quickly, man. So thank you, Jay Takashi. Much appreciated, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Leonard Roy, do you have any closing statements, brother?
Hey, well, I got a little piece of advice in case any of the elderly see your stream. Women that are like 58 and such in that age range. Ladies, leave your grandchildren with the parents. Okay? Leave them with the parents. Then that will leave you room to be in the dating market because, we could do elderly adult things. If not, then we're going to be with the 40-year-old women whom children you're watching, which is giving them all the time for us to do adult things. Yeah, that's the real deal. And they need to stop asking for so much. They ask guys, I need my mortgage paid. You're not my wife. Well, you're going to take me on a trip to Cancun? You're not my wife. That's married people stuff. We're dating. Dating people don't get their mortgage paid. Dating people don't get flights outside the United States going wherever. That's not a dating people thing now. Stop asking for so much. Leave your grandkids at home. Build up to something.
Thank you, Leonard.
Maybe
Thank
you'll
you,
be
bro.
married by the time you're 60.
Thank you, brother. Much appreciated for the last words, brother.
Yeah.
Let me
Old
answer.
school, very old.
Extreme measures. Do you have any closing statements, brother?
Yeah, I'll just close it out. Jackie, thank you for being a part of the stream. And I just also want to shout out to all you brothers out there, on the panel and the ones watching. Remember, we got to take ownership for ourselves, build ourselves up, move weights around, invest in the stock, crypto, double your money, hopefully in every 8 months to a year, those sort of things. So I just want to shoot that out to the brothers again. Let's build ourselves up, guys. And that way we're a better reflection to the people around us, So that's all I got to say. Thank you, IP, for the stream. And thank you all you guys.
Thank you for that, extreme measures. Miss, the bull shark god, do you have any closing statements, brother? No? Okay. Thank you for the bull shark. That was funny. Thank you, brother. Again, reach out to me on IG ASAP, the bull shark god, and join the Facebook group ASAP as well. A lot of brothers that would advise you career-wise, etc., etc. Mr. KP, do you have any closing statements, brother?
Yeah, I have one little last thing I'll say. For the ladies and any women that are under 30 years old watching, possibly, if Jackie shares his stream, hopefully, there's still hope for you if you're under, 30. It's 3 ways of learning, someone used to tell me, is listening, when someone gives you advice about the do's and the don'ts, witnessing, you seeing it, whether it's good or bad, seeing a good productive relationship, therefore you want to seek that for yourself, or you see a negative relationship and you know of what not to involve yourself in, so you don't have that same outcome. The last one, experiencing. If you don't listen to the listen and the witnessing part, you can have to experience it, and that's sometimes unfortunate in some cases because it can become negative where you can avoid it if you've done the first 2 parts. So I tell anybody out here, just live your truth. And as well for the young guys out there, don't worry about impressing someone who doesn't even have the quality worthy to impress. Just live your life and you'll find a good quality person down the line. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Jackie, do you have anything you want to say last before you end it,
Yes.
before you leave, Jackie?
Oh well, I just wanted to say that when it comes down to it, I just sometimes I'm kind of sad about it that Black women just can't get it together. But then I realize that they're aware. It's just that they just want to be disobedient. It just comes down to it. And they enjoy it. And when it gets too late, that's when they're scrambling to do something different. So it's like, but you have to accept that the choices you make in life, every step you make in life, it has consequences. So if they're not protected, it's their fault. They either pick the wrong guy or they have no guy, no man. So it just comes down to that.
Thank you, Jackie. We will have you again on my channel very soon. Appreciate your wisdom and your thoughts on topics that we discussed, Jackie. A huge shout out to everyone in the live stream panel. Thank you very much for taking part in this conversation. Huge shout out to everyone in the live stream chat, and a huge shout out to brothers who supported through the Cash App and Super Chat today. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. So, brothers, Jackie, thank you very much, Jackie.
All right, thank you for having me.
Take it easy, Jackie, and I'll see you next time, Jackie. We'll speak later on, okay? Thank you, Jackie. So, brothers, we go live again in literally 4 minutes. Japanese Brazilian woman. We have a brother who will be talking about what it was like dating a Japanese Brazilian woman in Japan.
Woo! Yes, fam.
Lord have mercy. Oh, I can't wait for that one. So, brother, go on to my next stream in 4 minutes. Take a break, brother. It's going to be a long night, long day, but I guarantee you it will be of benefit to every single brother in this live stream chat. Trolls, you're on site. I'm watching you. It's a ban ASAP. So I won't try coming up in my next channel, on my next stream, talking that ish. permaban. Thank you, brothers, and I will see you, brothers, on my next live stream in 4 minutes. Look after yourself, brothers. Let's get it. Come on.